Respect, not genuine love, respect. Being consistent with them being consistent of showing up for yourself. You know, they say love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. You know, without a hesitation, you ain't got to second guess yourself. Because when that person shows up for you, it's not a hesitation when they came into your life. You know, they took the time to actually get to know you for you. You know, not here to psych you out your thought process, let alone your freedom, hold your pockets. Because, you know, love is real, love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. You know, taking the time to get to know yourself, to be in tune with yourself, for the love of your life to come into your life at the right time. When consistency became the method of your remedy, being consistent with yourself, being patient and kind to yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself, to show for yourself, to value your time. You know, when you're in tune in with God, you ask God for a prayer. Your prayer is reaching out to God, saying, God, I just want the right people in my life that's going to value my time and respect me and love me for me. Without psyching out my freedom or allowing my thought process or allow me to feel unworthy. But I just want the right people that's genuinely for me. Can you just send that one person that's going to value my time and respect me and love me for a lifetime? You know, because love is real, love is one of a kind. When you confide in God and asking God, can you send the love of your life into your life at the right time? God says yes, no problem. Just be patient with your process of showing up for yourself, because you have self-awareness, you have self-respect. You're doing the actual self-healing for yourself in a healthy way. You have self-control, you have self-discipline, you have self-care, you have self-value. You know your self-worth. You have self-patience, you have self-peace, you have self-love, you have self-confidence to show for yourself, because you matter. When being consistent with yourself was the process of showing up for yourself, consistency was the process to show up for yourself. You know, being consistent with yourself of your time, the activities. If you want in time, like I'm not dealing with unnecessary behavior. Whatever my past allowed me to believe was the norm, that ain't the norm today. You know, showing up for yourself so you could show up for somebody in a healthy way. That energy hit different, because when you tuned in with yourself to love yourself, to value your time, you just want somebody to meet you. You just want somebody to meet you halfway, to value your time. You know, for that person to show up to meet you halfway, to value your time. That person finally comes along. When God allows you to see who you truly are, someone knocks on your door and you say, hello, how you doing? And they say to you, how you doing? Can I get to know you for who you truly are? God allowed you to believe that today was the day that your blessing was answered when you least expected. They say to you, hey, God sent me a message for you to let you know, like, hey, I'm the one for you. I'm not here to play mind games with you. I don't know what you've been through in your past, but we're not reliving that today or tomorrow, or let alone in the future. But I'm just here to be your peace, your balance, to show you at the end of the day, when the world is being so disrespectful to you, or the world's allowing you to feel unbalanced at the end of the day, I got your back, I got your back. You know, that energy hit different. When somebody becomes your balance in a healthy way to show for you, yeah, that energy hit real different. They so in tune with who you truly are. Not to psych you out your thought process, let alone your freedom. They're holding you because they want to hold you. And you allow them to hold you because you have peace with yourself and they have peace with you. And they have peace with themselves. You know, it's not about money at the end of the day when it comes to real love. Because money can never be able to identify what real love looks like at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully, because can't nobody buy your heart and tell you what it is and tell you what they really mean at the end of the day when they say what they said, that they was only trying to use you. You know, that energy hit different. But when you finally got someone that comes along that doesn't want your money, they just want to value your heart. They want to value your time. They want to show up for you, not psych you out your heart sight. You know, that heart that's pumping, that God installed within you, so you can see for yourself, to know that at the end of the day, love is supposed to be installed within you, not toxic behavior, not abandonment issues or allow you to feel like you're unworthy. Yeah, that energy hit different. So be patient with your time. Be patient with your time. Consistency is the key, because God is being patient with you. When consistency is the key, you know, like you in that kitchen cooking up that meal and you took your time to prep it. It was consistency within consistency to make the format. Like, yeah, you showing up for yourself today. You showing up for the person who you truly with. Y'all make it make sense at the end of the day now, because God allowed this relationship to be. You know, that powerful couple that you knew was in you, but you was just waiting for the right one to come into your life at the right time, and they're finally here to value your time when your blessings were answered and you least expected. Because love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one. Be patient with your process. Consistency is the key, you know, to understand at the end of the day, like, hey, if I could respect myself enough to honor myself, to love myself, to be at peace with myself, to genuinely not wear a mask, to show the world at the end of the day, I'm in love, because love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. When God answers your prayers, when you least expect it, to let you know, like, hey, the love of your life just walked into your life for a lifetime. Be careful and be kind to this person. And it's a vice versa situation. When the energy matches and equals up to the same, that at the end of the day, they became each other's balance within. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. You deserve to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you. Never allow the enemy or hating scout or person with intentions like you out your thought process, let alone your freedom. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Now your genuine love, respect. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. God is not for sale. And I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to have freedom of speech with God's protection for the right direction. Respect. Love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. You know, God installed patience within us so we can show for ourselves to elevate in a healthy way. And when we're tuned in with God, the genuine ones that's tuned in with God, you don't gotta wear a mask because God is not wearing a mask when he's tuned in with you. Just because you don't understand your neighbor, why your neighbor is so tuned in with God and God is in tune with your neighbor, it's not your business. But you can respect your neighbor and stay in your lane. You know, because God says respect your neighbor in a healthy way with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. And especially when your neighbor doesn't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards you and others around you, you know that energy hit different. And I say that respectfully. So just because you don't understand your neighbor, just stay in your lane. It's just that simple. Misery loves company. The only way for you to entertain is to genuinely acknowledge it. But protect your energy because not everybody's deserving your time. And it's not a crime to have freedom of speech with God protects for the right direction. And love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. Someone who's willing to be your balance in a healthy way. Someone who's willing to be your peace. And someone who doesn't have time for the toxic behavior or the mind games or the manipulation games and all that unnecessary toxic behavior, whatever you dealt with in your past. And they really mean what they say and say what they mean, that they saying they true to themselves and they real. And they don't have to wear a mask to show up for you at the end of the day. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. And those bad days or misunderstanding days don't even have to be those days that they have to instill those days within you to be mad at them or to interrupt your peace at the end of the day. It could just be the world. And they just your balance. That energy hit different. Because love is real. Love is one of a kind with the right one that's genuinely for you. Love yourself with God's protection for every... Love yourself with God's protection for the right direction. Love yourself with God's protection for the right direction. Protect your energy. Not everybody is deserving of your time. Now your genuine love, respect. Love yourself. Have a good remaining week. Respect.